The silence inside Rusty's diner was as heavy as a grave. A cold, black gun barrel was pressed firmly against the forehead of a trembling young waitress. Customers crouched under tables, holding their breath, praying they wouldn't be the next target. But amidst the cowardice, a 5-year-old girl with eyes as clear as glass reached out, gripped her father's calloused hand and whispered, "Daddy, you promised you'd never let the good people get hurt, right?" The gunman had no idea that those few words had just awakened a sleeping giant. He had chosen the wrong day, the wrong place, and the absolute wrong man to mess with. Jaxson Reed, a silent janitor, was about to show the world that you should never push a father to the edge. In a small Midwest town, Jaxson Reed was known as a ghost. He was the night janitor at the local elementary school, stoic, tight-lipped, and always wearing a baseball cap pulled low over his eyes. No one knew that 10 years ago, Jaxson was a legend in the Special Forces, a man who had survived the most brutal battlefields in the Middle East. But after his wife died in a tragic accident, Jaxson walked away from the service. He swore to bury his blood-stained past to raise Lily, his young daughter, and his only reason for living. To Jaxson, Lily's peace was worth more than any Medal of Honor. That Saturday night, as a reward for an A on her spelling test, Jaxson took Lily to Rusty's diner. All he wanted was a quiet dinner, with strawberry sundaes and burgers. But destiny had a different plan. The door burst open. 2 men in demon masks, clutching handguns, stormed in. "Everybody down. If anyone looks up, I'll blow your head off," the leader roared. They emptied the register, but it wasn't enough for the adrenaline-fueled junkies. The taller one grabbed Clara, the young waitress working double shifts to pay for college, by her hair. He pressed the gun to her temple and smirked. "You're a pretty one. Why don't you come to the back room with us for a bit?" Clara's muffled sobs echoed through the diner. Jaxson sat motionless. His knuckles were white under the table as he fought a fierce internal war. One side was the instinct of a warrior. The other was the fear that if something happened to him, Lily would be left alone in this world. "Daddy." Lily's voice rose, small but sharp as a blade. "Good people don't just watch, do they?" Jaxson took a deep breath. Everything around him suddenly moved in slow motion, a state of hyper-focus known only to elite assassins. As the robber started to drag Clara away, Jaxson stood up. "Let her go." His voice was low, as cold as ice from the depths of hell. The robber turned, finger tightening on the trigger, but it was too late. Jackson's arm blurred, a stainless steel tray flew like a jagged disc, slamming into the leader's face. Before the second man could react, Jaxson was on him, a precise wrist lock followed by a sickening crack of bone. With clinical surgical movements, Jaxson neutralized both armed men in less than 15 seconds. Before the diner could even process what had happened, the 2 criminals were crumpled on the floor. Jaxson returned to his table, picked up a napkin, and calmly wiped a drop of blood from the back of his hand. He looked at Lily and said softly, "Finish your ice cream, sweetie. It's almost melted." Jaxson vanished before the first police sirens reached the parking lot. He didn't want headlines or medals. He just wanted to be a regular dad. But the world has a way of finding its heroes. The next morning, a sleek black car pulled up to the elementary school. Out stepped Thomas Sterling, one of the most powerful real estate moguls in the state. And standing beside him was Clara. It turns out Clara was Thomas's only daughter, working at the diner just to learn the value of $1. Thomas looked at the man holding the broom with profound respect. He didn't offer a check, because he knew money couldn't buy Jackson's dignity. "I have an opening for a chief of security at the Sterling Group. Thomas said. "Six-figure salary, full benefits for your daughter, and most importantly, you'll never have to hide those heroic hands of yours again." Jaxson watched Lily playing on the schoolyard, then looked at Thomas. He realized that sometimes doing the right thing isn't about the reward. It's about teaching your child that justice actually exists. You see, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the realization that something else is far more important than fear itself. Jackson's actions didn't just save a life, they planted a seed of integrity in young Lily's heart, proving that even the most ordinary person can become a hero when they choose to stand for what is right. If today's story touched your heart and restored your faith in humanity, please support us by hitting the like button and subscribing to Kindness in Life. Your support is the fuel that keeps us searching for and sharing these powerful stories of compassion that brighten our world. Don't forget to drop a comment below. What do you think of Jackson's choice? And would you have the courage to stand up the way he did? Thank you for being a part of Kindness in Life. Stay kind, and we'll see you in the next story.